Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Hombre Cave. Sorry, I've got a cough going on today because of my allergies. It's been raining here. Everything went into bloom, and then now my allergies are all crazy. So I apologize for a little bit of coughing that's going on here. I'll try to keep it under control as we kind of get through what we're gonna do today. It's gonna be a kind of an exciting day. I'm really excited about it because we're gonna be doing some cool things today. I've got some great tequila that came into the Hombre Cave that we will be showing you guys today. But also for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective, which is that group that I joined, we're going to be picking a barrel. So I do barrel picks for them. So if you guys have never seen what a barrel pick looks like before, we're going to be picking a barrel of Yeyo Reposado. So it's the single barrel Reposado, and we're going to be the first to get it. It's kind of the arrangement I had with the owner, John Bollinger. I have to ask him how to pronounce his name right. It's either Bollinger or Bollinger. I want to make sure I get it right. But John and I have been friends. We've been talking for a while, and it was something that we said that I'd love to do. And so he said, yeah, absolutely. We can be the first to have a barrel of Yeyo Single Barrel Reposado, which is kind of cool. So let's check in with our subscribers that are... Hi from a very cold Boston, says Chris. Sorry about the coughing, guys. Hola, amigos. Just getting in and starting to relax, sipping on some G4 Extra Neho. Nice. Ricky Coronas is still at work, but when I get home, it's 123 Organic Tequila and number 2 Reposado for me. Okay. Carolina Blue says, howdy from chilly Chicago. Howdy. Keep warm. It's cold out there. Volume a bit low. Okay, let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. Let's see. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me see. Where is it? It's all right, let's try this. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Can you guys hear me better now? Is that better? Can you guys hear me better now? All right, tequila will help that. Yeah, I know. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Buenas noches. Mi amigo would love to see an interview with Chris from Beyond Barrel. Yeah, we'll bring Chris on. He's been on before. You can look on the Tequila Hombre channel. He's been on there. Jan, how are you? Hombre and all. Tony V says, thank God it's Friday. Sipping on some Insolito and Yeho. And Winfred Dunham says, sipping on Tapatio. Nice. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, so you guys can hear me. Okay, good. All right. We got that fixed. I've been trying to do some work on this stuff too. And I've been out all day today running around. So I'm sorry the volume was off to start. All right. So let's get into this barrel selection and see what we got going on here. And I got somebody knocking on the door here. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can answer the caved door. There he is. Hey, John.
Hey, how's it going, Mark?
Hey, you guys, it's John. Is it Bollinger or Bollinger?
Bollinger, the second one.
Bollinger, okay. It's John Bollinger with Yeyo Tequila, and he's going to select these barrels. He's going to be join me while I select these barrels. We have 2 barrels that we're going to pick from. Barrel number 7, you guys can see. Focus, there you go. Barrel number 7. See, he got a bigger bottle than I did. I only got a tiny one. He's got a bunch of bottles though too. I only got 2. And then bottle number 3. Barrel number 3.
these look big, but they're only 200 mLs. So
Yeah. And these are what, 50?
yeah.
You never know. If both of these are really good, we may just buy both of them.
Yeah, there you go.
We can do that,
Yeah,
right?
I wanted to bring back more, but when I even bringing back 12 of these was over the limit, so I wanted to be careful.
Over the limit for what?
Well, there's a limit on how much you can bring, and it changes depending on the airline and the time of the year. So, like customs can, if it's 3 to 5 bottles of 750 mLs.
Who told you that?
Well, on the website, on the airline website, and then it also has it on the what is it, the website for the customs.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what it really is. There's an agreement between the California ABC and the Border Patrol. You're allowed 60 liters.
No way.
Yeah, 60 liters. I bring back 16 to 20 bottles at a time.
I would have brought back a lot more.
750 milliliter bottles. Yeah, you can print out the page. I can send you the link for the stuff.
Send it to me, because I have been hassled quite a bit about this when they ask me if I have anything, and then they'll basically you have more than 3 bottles or 5 bottles. I just don't want to have to throw them away.
Yeah, they don't know. A lot of these agents don't know what they're talking about, because they held me one time, and then a senior officer came in and he's like, "No, he's right. California, you're allowed up to 60 liters," which is like 60 liters. That's a lot. I've never brought that much back.
That changes everything.
Yeah, so you can bring more back.
I would have brought back. Yeah. All right. Cool. I was a little worried about what I brought back this time. So.
Like Jeff Ernst with G4, he has a suitcase where he packs like 12 bottles or something. In this wine suitcase thing that he carries back and forth.
Okay, good to know.
But yeah, I'll send you the link so you'll know.
Cool, and then I'll print that up and I'll have it with me.
Yeah, it's a lot for California, which is kind of cool. But I've always come back with a minimum, like the least amount is 13 750 milliliter bottles.
Oh, geez, yeah. I thought I was going to get messed with just what I was bringing back with.
No, they're like, hey, and I have the quick pass, or the border, what is it? The
global entry.
I have global entry.
I got that too.
And so it's just, you just scan your card and they ask you, how much you're bringing back and what the value is, and you just put the value and stuff. And a lot of times they go, "What are you bringing back?" And they're like, "Tequila." And they're like, "How much?" And I go, $300 worth. They go, "Okay, come on."
Oh, you go by dollars worth, not by ounces.
Yeah. I just say $300 worth. And sometimes they'll go, "How many bottles?" And one time I said, I go 13. And they're like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, you can't bring that back duty free. I said, "Absolutely. I'll be more than happy to pay the tariff on it." And it's like $20, And so they end up going, "It's not going to be worth our time. Go ahead."
Yeah. Awesome. Hey, good to know. I did not know that.
So you guys just got a lesson too on bringing stuff back from Mexico. So
and I never get messed with by global entry. They just scan my face and then they say thank you.
Yeah, they go, "Mr. Cherney, come on." Thank you.
Yeah.
It's so easy now when you go up and they used to have to scan your passport and stuff, but now you have to take your hat off and they just whoop.
Yep.
It's
they
cool.
know who you are.
All right, so let's look at barrel. Yeah, they know who. Barrel number 3 first. So this one's barrel number 3 right here. So now for you guys that don't know, Yeyo's made out of NOM 1414. Sergio Cruz is the master distiller. Sergio Vivanco and Cesar Vivanco are the distillery owners. They do great work out of there. They make a bunch of other tequilas there. Yeyo's one of their best ones, I think. But look at the legs and tears that are forming on that. It looks, like it's gonna have a nice viscous mouth feel to it. Looking at the tequila itself, it's kind of a light straw color. So how long was this been in the barrel?
Since May 5th, I believe.
Since May 5th. So you're looking at 8 months.
Yep.
Yeah, but 8 months in 8 months in the barrel. So it didn't pick up a lot of the char and stuff. There probably wasn't much to it. This was from a rum barrel too, right? And how old was the rum?
Barrel, 12 years.
12-year aged rum. Okay. So that the rum took a lot of the char out of it. So it has a nice light color to it. It's not bad at all. All right, so let's see what we get on the nose on this. All right, I'm definitely picking up the agave, the cinnamon, and baking spices, but it has an interesting tropical fruit nose to it.
Probably the rum.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of cool. It's like papaya. It's very fruity, like ripe fruit, and then you get a little vanilla in there too. It smells really good. Definitely cooked agave coming through on it, which I like. You want the agave coming through. All right, let's see what we get on the flavor profile. I'm going to let my mouth acclimate. This is the first sip of tequila I've had today, so I got to get everything all used to it. And then we'll do the sip here. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it. I'm definitely picking up some cooked agave. It's got some heat to it. It probably picked up some heat from the rum.
Also, Mark, too, what you have is a 43 by ALC right now.
Oh, okay. It's 43%. Okay.
So it's 86 right now.
86. Okay. So it's got a little bit of heat to it. It's higher proof, so that would explain that. I do get...
Well, technically, I put it in at 45, so I'm thinking it's gone down to 43 within the last 8 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I'm guessing it's right around 43.
You guys didn't proof it before you bottled it?
Well, no, this is still aging right now.
Oh,
so
it's still... It's not done yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought it was out of the barrel.
No, this is literally out of the barrel with no. There's still wood chips going around in there.
Oh,
it's straight out of the barrel. So we still have it aging in the barrel right now.
Oh, okay. So this isn't going to even be the final product yet.
No, this is just kind of a sneak peek to it. Yeah.
Oh, so do I need to pick the barrel now, or do I get to pick it when it's done?
You can, if you like the way this tastes, then you can pick it now and then lock it in.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we're going to be bottling the end of March.
End of March. Okay. I didn't know if because sometimes Sergio will put it in a tank, and store it and let it kind of marry and rest for a little while before they put it in the bottling line and bottle it. So I didn't know if they just you guys drained all the casks and it was sitting in the plastic tanks right now, kind of resting, or not.
It's going to be a little interesting with separating and cleaning 12 different barrels, and then each barrel or each box knows which barrel came from, and then each bottle has which barrel came from, what bottle that's from too, and then who it's bottled for. So like ferment and still, every single bottle would have that on the label.
Oh, that's cool. Well, it would be for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective.
Yeah. So yeah, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
We'll put it on there, and it'll be on there.
All right, cool. That's awesome. And you're doing T-shirts too, right? Where you have your barrel ad on it and your number. That's cool too. I like that.
And we also are cutting off the barrel head and sanding it with all the cases and everything. So it won't ever be used again, that barrel.
Oh, nice. So this is good. It definitely has cooked agave, coming up in the front of it. It's got some heat to it. But it also has some interesting, definitely some tropical fruit notes coming through. Like papaya. I got like papaya coming through on it. And then I get some, I'm trying to see what other fruit I think that is. A little bit of vanilla mixed in, but not a whole lot. But it definitely has like a fruity, like a tropical fruit. It's definitely like a papaya, like a fresh papaya kind of note to it. That's not bad. I mean, to be honest, I think it could use more time in the barrel.
Yeah, it's still aging.
Yeah. So I think that's going to help it.
Yeah, I think.
All right, so then we'll look at barrel number 7. Let's look at this one in the glass. I have 2 different glasses, so I'm not using the same glass. Just so everybody knows. All right, so looking at it in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. That's that barrel right there, number 7. You can see the legs and tiers haven't even started dropping from it yet. There it goes. So it's gonna have a nice viscosity to it, viscousness. And then looking at the color, it's the same, very light, like a light straw color. Not very much color from the barrel at all, but it looks crystal clear. There's no wood floating in this one, so you must have filtered it and reported it.
I told them we didn't do any filtering.
You use a coffee filter?
They're very, very small.
All right. All right, so let's hit on the nose on this one. Definitely cooked agave. Definitely picking up more mineral on this, minerality to it. I'm actually kind of getting a hint of banana on the nose on this one. Did you get the banana?
Put that in my notes.
Yeah. It's got a banana note to it.
Isn't it crazy how different they are?
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
The base is the same, but it's not the same. It's different. Like this, I can taste different things on this.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see what we get on.
When we did this, we had everyone write down their own notes per barrel, and then no one was looking at each other's nose. And then after we were done, we kind of compiled them all together to see if there were similarities regarding each one of the barrels.
How are the similarities? They're pretty different, right?
Yeah. It was for the most part, it was common around like banana was a key one that kind of stuck out in certain barrels. Vanillas were stronger. Some spices, depending on which barrel. We all kind of agreed to the same thing after we were done doing all the sampling of all 12. But it took the whole day to do. We started at, I think, around 9 o'clock in the morning. I think we finished around 3.
A lot of tough work there.
Space it out. Eat food in between. Lots of water.
Lots of goat cheese.
So, yeah, lots of goat cheese. So trust me, I'm missing the goat cheese right now.
If you've never been to Vivanco Associates, they have this fresh goat cheese they serve you when you do your tasting, and it is so good.
Yep. Ask for the crackers too.
Yes, get the crackers with it. All right, so let's see what we get on the flavor profile of this. I just rinsed my palate, so we're all clean here. Beautiful cooked agave coming through. This one's a lot more mellow than the other one was. Definitely not as hostile as the other one was very aggressive, and I don't mind an aggressive tequila. So I don't actually mind it, but some people I think would be like, well, that's kind of hot for me. This one is a lot less aggressive. That definitely, I hate using the word, but definitely a lot smoother. I hate the word smooth, but people use it.
Though. I put that on my notes.
But it's very definitely a lot smoother.
This, to me, this is super dangerous. I think you could chug the whole bottle if you wanted to.
You definitely could. It's very easy to drink.
Yeah.
This is also 43.
Yeah. Everything was put in at 45. I'm assuming, I didn't test anything in the lab, but I'm assuming right now we're at around 43.
Yeah, on this one, I'm getting vanilla notes that are coming through. I get the banana. I get vanilla notes. I'm also getting dark chocolate, which I like.
We got that. I rewrote that down too.
Dark chocolate, yeah. I love the dark chocolate note, and then it finishes kind of with like a milk chocolate / caramel kind of finish on it that kind of lingers on the tongue for a while, and that's what's kind of sitting with me right now. Yeah, between these two, I think 7 is definitely a winner. 7 would be the one that we pick.
Awesome. 7 it is.
So put us down for
Still
7
aging right now.
What's that?
I said you got it.
Okay, great. So you guys, this one's really good. So those of you in the collective that have been saying, hey, when are we getting the Yeyo rep? It's going to be barrel number 7, and they're going to bottle it, like you said, in May.
March.
They're going to be bottling it in March, so it should probably be here around May. By the time.
No. I mean, I'll be as soon as we bottle it. I'll have it back in the States in a week.
Oh, really? That fast?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we should have it in March, which will be great.
As soon as it's on a pallet, I already have a truck set up to pick it up.
Oh wow!
So
okay,
it's gonna come back as soon as possible.
You're a lot faster than anybody else I've ever worked with.
What I do is I just prep all the paperwork and I let them know when we'll have it finished, about a week and a half in advance, and then I basically schedule it on when they say they can have it done, and then it picks it up the next day after they finish, and then it's the truck drive is. I normally can get across the border from the pickup in 3 days into Texas.
So there's some questions here. Let's go to our subscribers here. Hold on a second.
I want it back as soon as possible because a lot of people are waiting on it.
Yeah, I know. We've been waiting on it for a while. So let me see. Do you have to be a resident? You have to live in You have to be a resident in California. In order to get that rule. It's 1 liter. These are the liter things if you drive. That's if you drive across, and maybe in some other states, but it's state by state rules. So
and I didn't know that either, Mark. So I thought it was a kind of a general thing, not state by state. But if there's some agreement with California, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll send it to. I use I know you don't use Facebook Messenger a lot, but I'll send it to your Facebook Messenger because I just do it from my PC. It's easier that way. Aging in rum barrels sounds.
Video.
What's that?
That might be a really cool video to do. Is say, hey, the myth around bringing back tequila from Mexico.
Well, yeah, it's different for every state too. So that's what we have to look up. I tried to put a database together. In my Facebook group about the different states and what the rules are. So I was trying to do a bunch of research on that. So that we actually have some of that listed in our Facebook group.
Awesome.
So Carolina Blues says, aging rum barrel sounds really interesting. How come we don't see that more often?
I think it's because rum barrels are hard to get. And a lot of the Jack Daniels and bourbon barrels, they all end up in Mexico. Most of them do. And they're very accessible and easy to get. Most of the distilleries already have them. So you say, hey, I want a reposado. Like, I got the barrels. So it's very convenient. And rum barrels don't really make it down to Mexico.
Yeah, it's because they'd have to ship it from Jamaica or wherever they're making the rum. Yeah, the Pacific Islands and stuff.
Exactly. So these barrels came from Colombia, and they made their way to Colorado. We bought them, and I shipped them down to the distillery. But the distillery had nothing to do with the barrels. And this is the first time the Blancos have ever aged anything in rum barrels at the distillery.
Oh, nice. I saw the barrels there in their room when I was there. I was like, oh, there's John's barrels. But you got your own special room that they were stored in.
Yeah, that whole area is going to change. We're going to do about 48 barrels for this next run, and we'll have an area where you can come in and sign the book, which I want you to sign to next time you're there. And everyone in the distillery has signed it, and then we'll have a whiskey thief in there.
Oh, nice.
We'll have a bunch of glasses.
Pull some out.
You'll be able to with someone around like Sergio, be able to pull some tequila out of the barrels
and try it. Oh, sweet. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. We'll have maybe the team photo will be up there too, and on the wall, and it will be like an area where you can sip.
Sounds good. I may never leave there. Yeah. Sergio may have to put a cut.
I know. I got the same problem.
He says, Mark, this is your house. You come here anytime. This is your home.
Yeah.
So then when I show up, they're like, what are you doing here? It's like, you said it was my house. Yeah, of course.
It's just for the day.
Yeah.
Don't come back tomorrow. Yeah. We got things to do.
Yeah, it's funny. I have a good time. Sergio Vivanco and I are good friends. He always calls, Mark, how are you, amigo? He calls me through my WhatsApp. We're still working on getting our Blanco over here, our special Blanco.
What state is he in, or that for the Blanco?
What's that?
Oh, we're talking about the Blanco in California?
No, we're getting our own special batch of Blanco that we bought from.
Oh, that's right. You did.
It's Viva Mexico, 90%, but it's a special. It's not the normal Viva Mexico recipe. It's a different. It was an experimental batch that Sergio worked on. They brought it out and served it to us in this big tropical punch plastic jug, and I liked it so much. I said, "We'll buy it all," and they said,
"Yeah." And
Sergio Vivanco was looking and going, I love this, Mark. This is great. I don't know if I'm like, Sergio Cruz looked at him and they went back and forth. And finally, okay, we'll sell it to you, amigo. Nice. So this stuff's really special.
I can't wait to try that.
Sergio Cruz kind of decided to try to go malolactic on it, which was kind of cool. He was playing with malolactic fermentation, and it turned out great. Oh, cool. and it goes amazing with that goat cheese. So Chris Gilliard says, good evening, fellas. Good evening, Chris. Let's see. Beyond Barrels wants to know, was the Angel share higher in the number 7 than the number 3? Do you know? You haven't even pulled them out of the barrel yet, so you don't really know what the Angel share is yet, right?
Yeah, I don't know yet. But I will say something about the humidity is tropical climate, and the humidity is consistent year-round in Colombia. And then the elevation is around 650 feet above sea level. And why that's important is because when you have more humidity over a long period of time, the Angels take less of they drain less, basically, of the rum sitting in there. And that changes what the next spirit is that it's aged in, because you have less Angels taking away the rum. So you have a lot of rum sitting in that barrel over that long period of time.
Yeah, the more humidity there is, the less water you lose, but you lose alcohol, which is the bad part. It actually loses ABV. Yeah. So it was kind of interesting thing I learned, because Felipe Camarena, G4, he used to age in his cellar. He's building a new aging room because his cellar was very wet, because he used to have the groundwater that came up into it. And so he loses ABV. So his cask strength stuff's, like 48. it drops. And I think now it's like 42, 43 for the extra Yeyo that came out with. And you can't keep the cast strength up because it loses alcohol because of how humid it is. So you want to keep it kind of dry so you lose more water than, because you want your alcohol strength to be up there.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So Brian says you just might have to sign up to get a few bottles. It's actually, the 7's great. I love the 7. The 3, I think it's kind of like you need to send it to its room to think about what it's done and give it some more time. That's the way I would put it for 3. Kill us,
and that's
Kev.
why we're not going to be using these barrels again. I feel like this is the last the barrels have to give, and this is like the last run, and then after that, cut the heads off of them and let them be.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm sure that my partner will give me the head on that, so I'll probably have to clean it and put it up here in the Hombre Cave.
And that's also signed by, all of them are signed by Sergio Cruz, Sergio Blanco, Ed, me, Matt, a couple of the people from the distillery.
Oh, nice.
Juan
That's cool.
Carlos. Yeah.
Maybe we'll give it away because I already have. Well, but I think the Yeyo one would be better than the Corazon de Agave I got up there. So maybe we'll take that one down and give that one away, and we'll put the Yeyo up in its place.
There you go.
Didn't catch the beginning. What's this tequila's Yeyo? It's a Yeyo Single Barrel Reposado. So the one answered it for you. There you go. And they have some great. Is that going to be the look of the bottle, right?
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the bottle. What it's going to look like. The Blanco is in a frosted bottle. This one's clear, so you can see the tequila inside.
And the writing is on the side versus the back.
Yeah.
So the back is just all blank.
So you can see the beautiful tequila inside of it. Hey, the one. Hope you are well too. Thank you for joining us today. Wish I had Yeyo down here in Louisiana. Looks like I'll have to order some. Been wanting to have a pour. Yeah, absolutely. A Ferment and Still can ship to Louisiana, so you can order it from Ferment and Still. We have it. We always carry Yeyo, so you can grab the Blanco and stuff from us, and then you can join the collective to get the Single Barrel Reposado. Carolina Blue says, this sounds incredible. Can't wait for it to come in. Great, Carolina Blue. We can't wait for you to try it. Killer Kev says, nice.
And Mark, I especially sent you these 2 barrels based on the differences, because I didn't want to send you a barrel that was similar to the other barrel, and that's why I went like this.
That's good. I like them. I like them when I get, really different stuff.
Yep.
Kevin,
I know which barrels that would be similar, and I didn't want to send you a similar one. So.
Yeah, these 2 were very very different from each other, and it was cool. Mm-hmm. Definitely number 7's I think is the one that people in my group and stuff will go crazy over. Yeah, you can just send me the rest of the bottle because you can't let anybody else have it. It's going to be mine anyway. So,
well, I got it right there. I'll ship that to you.
Yeah, there you go. I'll take the rest of it.
All right.
This barrel 7 sounds yummy. It is yummy, Kevin. You're gonna have to get some, Kevin. You're in the collective, I think, right? Yeah, so you'll be able to get some.
I can see wood chips in this one.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, a little bit of wood.
Have you tried? Beyond Barrels came on. You should try aging one of your Blancos yourself, because we do these. Have you seen my projects? Like Beyond Barrel sells these aging staves, right? That you can just drop right into your bottle. And can you see the stave in there? I don't know. So
yeah, that's cool.
That's this is French oak in here, and it's got a number 3 toast on it. And so this is the G4 Madeira with a French oak stave in it, and it's already like this will be 3 weeks in on Tuesday. And you look at the color and stuff, and the flavor, the wood that they use for Beyond Barrels is like so good. It would basically be the same as having like a $5,000 barrel that you'd be aging in. It's like 5 years seasoned out in open air, and Chris from Beyond Barrels can explain all that stuff to you. But what we do is we're doing aging projects where people buy the Blancos and we just age our own expressions, either in Yeyo, Repo, Extra Yeyo, just by buying Blancos like Yeyo and dropping a stave in it. So everyone's having a really good time, and the results have been great. So you should try doing it at home with your own stuff, and you can say, what would French oak taste like, and buy a French oak stave and and age it yourself. It's fun. We have a good time doing it. I have like 6 different bottles down here that we're aging.
Oh, nice.
So Jan says it sounds like a winner. It is. It's really good. You guys are gonna love it. Jan is also a member of the collective. So, well, John, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. We're not gonna.
No, thank you. I'm glad we got to do this live, and I'm glad we got to compare and contrast the 2 different barrels. And that's the cool thing about single barrel, is that they all have their own nature and time and journey. So they're going to taste different because the tree is different.
Exactly. I try to tell everybody that too. When they go, oh, your single barrel is really good, I'm going to go buy one from, somebody else has one. And I'm like, no, you have to understand. You can buy one from somebody else. It's going to be completely different. So when you say I have a single barrel reposado and it's exclusive, it's exclusive. You're not going to find that barrel, that flavor profile anywhere else.
Yep. And once it's gone, it's gone. That's it.
Yeah. And so, get it while you can. That's why I always tell people when we do single barrels, while it's here, get it. Because if you really like it, you're not going to find it anyplace else.
Exactly. Well,
thank you for sharing this with us. Put us down for barrel number 7, and we're going to anxiously be waiting for it. Just send me the rest of that.
Should be the rest of this.
Yeah, don't give it to anybody else. That's mine.
It's locked up.
All right, John. Thank you so much. Have a good good evening.
Thank you.
Salud.
See you guys later.
I'll be drinking the rest of this. So.
Adios, guys.
All right, so that's John Bollinger with Yeyo Tequila. Just picked our single barrel, guys. Barrel number 7 is ours. It's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to have a good time with that one. It's going to be super tasty. So hopefully everybody's not leaving, because we're not done yet. We still have time. We still have 20 minutes left. So we're going to talk about some other things that have come into the cave. I apologize for my cough. I just got this allergy thing going crazy. It's a bad day to establish a cough. Hopefully it's all done by next week. I get this weekend to recuperate. This barrel number 7 is definitely a lot better than barrel number 3 was. A lot better. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's good. Kevin says, John, if you're still watching, Kevin says, thanks, John. We love you. Roughly how many bottles would that make? Roughly, it's about 240 bottles, so about 40 cases, roughly. We might get a little bit more. So sometimes it's like 42, 43 cases, maybe. But it's roughly 40 cases, 246 6 bottles to a case, about 240 bottles. It goes fast. We sell our cases out really quick. We sell our barrels out really quick for the collective, because people buy them a case at a time, because they're typically really good. And we normally do something where it's like free shipping if you buy a case. So we normally sell out like the El Tesoro that we did, the El Tesoro Single Barrel Reposado. It sold out in 3 days. So if you're not a member of the collective and you want to get in on barrel number 7, because this one's really good, join the club. It's $10 a month. It's a Starbucks coffee and a half a month. And you get access to barrel picks like this. We're going to be doing another barrel pick on Tuesday if I'm not coughing like crazy live. So you want to be tune in for that one. But I got this today. Gosh, this cough is driving me crazy. We got this today, which is the G4 6-year extra nail. Guys, this is beautiful. The box and stuff. This one's hinged this time. It's not like the last time where it just had a plastic cover on it. And then it's got this beautiful insert cut out. And then a plate in it with the bottle, the presentation. Absolutely beautiful in the presentation. And then the bottle, it's got a different kind of label for the 6-year. It's all gold. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this. There you go. All gold, metallic. And it's got a sticker on it. It says limited release on the side there. Focus. There you go. Limited release. It's beautiful. So I'm going to review this. We'll do a review. We'll get it up on the Tequila Hombre page. I'll try to do it tomorrow if I can do it without coughing like crazy. And then on the plaque inside, it says Somos la cuarta generación de productores de tequila. Supervisamos personalmente cada paso comenzado con la selección de nuestros agave y siguiendo meticulosamente todo el proceso para garantizar la máxima calidad. Beautiful. And it tells you that your bottle number 2. So this is bottle number 452. Let me see if you can see it here. 452 of 1,000, and it was done in 2022. So, beautiful. So I'll review this. I'll do a review of this. I'll try to get it done this weekend. Maybe tomorrow if I can, and get it up on the Tequila Hombre site. I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's beautiful. They did a really nice presentation, and Felipe, according to him, he says it's the best extra añejo he's ever produced. So I'm excited to try it. When Felipe says something like that, he kind of means it, and it kind of means it's good. So, hey Mark, do you recommend the medium toasted staves or the plain oak? No, definitely a number 3 toast. You want a number 3 toast. That's the best way to go. I think they only do a number 3 and number 1, I think. I don't know if Beyond Barrels, if Chris is still watching or not. But the number 3 is my recommendation. You want to go with the number 3 toast. It gives you the best results. All right, so any word on the Luchador Añejo review? I need to get the bottle first. So you're on the Discord, right? I just posted that it's on its way. So once it gets here and I get the bottle, I'll do the review on it. But I'm still waiting on the bottle. They're not here yet. They're on their way from Mexico. So once they get here, they said they'll send me a bottle, and once I get the bottle, I'll do the review. I normally get them up pretty quick like that. Now, see, for those of you that are asking for reviews on things too, what I do is if somebody sends me a bottle for a review, they get priority since they sent me a bottle. If it's something I buy, it goes in second behind anything that's sent to me. So when something's sent to me, they get priority. I do those first, and then I'll do the ones that I paid for after that. But I think that's the least I can do for people when they're sending me stuff, is to get theirs done quickly, since they did take the time to send me a bottle. So that's the best way to go. So a Luchador review will come when they send me the bottle, which according to David Ravandi, they're on its way, and it should be here shortly. So once I get it, we'll do it. Beyond Barrel says correct, a number 3 or a number 1. Yeah, so I recommend the number 3. The number 3 is the one that I use all the time for everything that I age, and it works out great, beautifully. So, what else we're going to talk about today? G4. Oh yeah, I did my honest what I'm about video last week, and I guess it's made some waves, but when you review the 6-year, can you compare it to the 5? Just trying to gauge on the difference. Yeah, I still have the 5. I'll see if I can pull a bottle out and do that. But according to Felipe, the 6 is the best that he's done. So I normally don't like comparing them like that because, like you said, they're different barrels and stuff. So it's going to be different stuff. So, but yeah, when I review it, well, if I have a 5, I have a 5, but I don't know if it's open. I'll have to look. If I have a 5 open, I'll do a side by side at the end of it to help you guys out. But I like the 5. The 5 was really good. I like the 5 better than the 55-month. The 5-year was definitely better. So I'm excited to try this one. 6-year. It's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. When Felipe says it's the best he's ever had, he's never like said anything to me where I was like, oh, okay, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He told me like the Terralta Reposado was the most complex Reposado he's ever had, and I had to agree. It was super complex. So he was right on that point. The deep well water really made a huge difference. This number 7 barrels. That's tasty stuff. You guys are gonna like this. Those of you that are getting it, really good stuff. How many employees are at Ferment and Still? Why does that matter? Why does it matter how many employees we have? Jeez. I don't count them. I don't know how many people we employ. I don't count it, but there's a lot. There's a lot of people working in the warehouse. Let me see. So we did Yeyo number 7. What else? I was going to talk about something else, but I'm trying to remember. G4. We talked about a Luchador and Yeyo coming in, which Kevin we hit on. That one's coming in, so that'll be really good. What else? The 54% Carrera is in process, and we should have that one probably March or April. That should be really good too. So that one definitely will blow people away. It's a really good still strength Blanco, so you guys are gonna love it. It's great. What else? I'll do the G4 6-year review on Saturday, and then Tuesday we're gonna do a single barrel selection, but we're gonna do it for the El Tesoro single barrel Reposado. I just got the samples in for that, so we'll do that on Tuesday, assuming I'm not like any worse off with the cough than I am now. And what else? Oh, the aging projects. We'll check in with the aging projects on Tuesday too, and we'll look at. I'll probably pull the staves off, and we'll probably taste through a bunch of them. We'll probably remove the staves from some of them, and then we can see where they're at and see if we want to keep some going, so extra time on them or not. And we may leave a couple to go longer and pull some out because I liked the port soaked one was really good, and then the sherry seasoned one was really good as well. So I may pull those out early and then leave the Madeira, the G4 Madeira one, to go longer and let that one develop some more. So those should be really good. So we'll check in on those on Tuesday. What is this? Either Mark or Chris, I soaked American oak number. Oops. You soaked American oak number. What? Number 3 in something or what? Gotta type. Scott, there's 5 different people that own Ferment and Still. It's not a big corporation. I don't know how many employees we have because we get people that quit and people that we hire. So, and honestly, I mean, we don't disclose that. So it's not really anybody's business how many employees we have, but we're a small, you know, individually owned business. It's not a large corporation. Any info on Nuevo Uno arriving at Ferment and Still? Yeah, it's on its way. So it's coming. We got it ordered, so it's coming. The auto text is killing me. American Oak number 3 in Suntory AO for 2 days. Put it in G4108 and have a fair amount of sediment. Oh, sediment, huh? It's it might be some of the wood coming off. That's fine. Don't worry about it. That happens sometimes if you're using if the stave is kind of soft. Sometimes little pieces come off in it, but you don't worry about it because you can easily just decant it off into another thing and get the sediment out, and then, or even just, I mean, drink the sediment. It's never hurt me. I've never had any problems with having a little bit of pieces of wood in it. It doesn't hurt it at all. But if you want to get it out, just use a coffee filter and put a coffee filter in another bottle and then decant it, and then rinse the sediment and stuff out, and then put it back in. Chris wants to know where you live. He lives in Florida right now, right? Florida? Jan? I think Jan is in Florida right now, I believe. But he can correct me if I'm wrong. Kevin wants to know, what's been your favorite aging project so far? Well, based on the ones we're doing now, I think the ones that we're doing now, these two are my favorite right here. Where's the other one? Oh, here. These two have the most interesting flavor profile. This is French oak soaked in port that I put in a Viva Mexico Blanco bottle. And this is the Carrera Blanco with American oak that was soaked in sherry. And this one. And both of these are so complex and different that I love them. They're great. Oh, I'm sorry, New Jersey. I thought you were in Florida. Why did I think Florida? I think he was joking. He's in New Jersey. Oh, Florida and New Jersey. Okay. So you're in Florida now, right? And then go back to New Jersey in the summer? It was shipped to Florida though, right? Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. Did you have it sent to Florida? Because you're in Florida right now? Jan, was it mailed to Florida? I guess he's trying to figure out if it was damaged during shipping or something, or if it got moist or humid or something, or went through a storm. Okay, he says, yeah, the ones you sent me the other week were sent to Florida. I think I did a Carrera with cherry and a Madeira with French oak, and they're B. I should probably extend the amount of characters. Here, let's do that. Put more characters in it. Here, let's see. We'll do 300 characters. That should be enough, right? Or 3,000 characters. There you go. 300 characters. There, that'll increase that. All right. So you guys can write longer sentences now. It won't block you out. What about the one with the sediment? That was sent to Florida. He bought them all in Florida. I feel like I'm the middle guy here. Where was the one with the sediment ship? It was shipped to Florida, Chris. He lives in Florida now. He didn't know about the staves when he was in New Jersey. Does that make a difference? Will that cause this sediment to come out from Florida? Now, Kevin, Killer Kev, he's talking about the aging staves. We're not talking about Nuevo Uno. Kevin, Chris, the Beyond Barrels is the guy that makes the aging staves. So that's why he's asking. He's trying to help Jan with his sediment problem. It's nothing to do with Nuevo Uno. Are we supposed to shake off the liquid before I put it in the bottle, along with a little bit of liquid, which might be a bad thing too? No, you don't need to shake the liquid off. I keep the liquid on. I just pull it right out of the bag with all the stuff on it. Like I had Maker's 46 on one. I had Blanton's on another, Sherry, and I just have them just wet. Just drop them into the tequila, because then you'll get some of the liquid flavor, added to it too. So I don't shake them off at all or dry them or anything. I put them in wet. It's just like using a wet barrel. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Yeah, so he's just telling you what I did is run through a coffee filter when it's done or now, and it'll be fine. Yeah, filter the sediment out using a coffee filter. Or if the sediment's, even bigger, you can use something like, a sifter to get the sediment out of that bottle, Jan. That will work just fine. I've used sifters before when they were larger chunks, because we don't use coffee filters around here, so it's not like we don't have coffee filters handy. But you could use cheesecloth if you have cheesecloth or anything like that too. That works. Or even just a sock. Just put a sock over the bottle and pour it through a clean sock. There's no problem. I was planning on doing that. Just didn't know if it was something that's normal happens or I screwed. No, it's fine. You're perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed picking a barrel and seeing what that's like, and being able to ask questions to John Bollinger from Yeyo Tequila. It's a great brand. If you haven't tried Yeyo yet, try their Blanco. It's amazing stuff. I have several bottles of the Blanco. I drink it quite frequently. I'm a big fan of the brand, and that's why we're doing the first single barrel reposado from them. We picked barrel number 7, which I thought was outstanding. So, but thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. We're going to do another barrel pick for El Tesoro, their single barrel reposado, so that should be fun to do. Theirs is completely different, so you'll see an interesting setup for that, which I'll do live here on Tuesday. And until then, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila, so keep watching my reviews, listening to my recommendations, and trying this stuff, and you'll be in good shape.